is Blackwell. I'm a freshman at Johnson C. Smith University, and today I chose to do my project on Julius Wright. I chose Julius to do my project on because he's a student athlete, and I myself is an aspiring student athlete, and some of the stuff that Julius talks about in this video I can relate to, seeing that I don't went through the same things, and some of the stuff he talks about I can just imagine going through within the next 4 years of my college career. Take one, Julius Wright. Tell us why you came to JCSU.
Well, my name is Julius Wright, and I was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, and at a young age I moved to Texas. In Texas, the only sport that I was allowed to play with my dad being Spanish and all was soccer. Fell in love with the sport of soccer. I was really good. I was the MVP of my high school soccer team all the way up until my parents got divorced, which was my junior year in high school. And at that point, my mom moved me up here to North Carolina with my grandma, and I was going to go to high school in North Carolina. But the thing was, they didn't have a soccer team. And, you know, I felt a little out of place being so good at soccer, and that being the only sport I had played. I really didn't have a place to fit in, because as far as my daily life in Texas was go to class, go to soccer practice, and do homework. So now it was just go to class, go home, and I had a lot of free time, and there wasn't really much for me to do. So I talked to my grandpa, and he talked to the football coach, and the football coach decided that he tried me out as a kicker, as a kicker, and lo and behold, I was pretty good. I was pretty good at kicking footballs, and I transferred my talent from kicking soccer balls to kicking footballs, and I became a pretty good kicker. And my senior year turned out to be good, and I got a whole bunch of scholarship offers at the end of my high school career for TCU, which I really wanted to go to because it was back in Texas, and I wanted to go to Texas and kick footballs. But I didn't have the funds, and they wanted me to walk on instead of just getting an outright scholarship. So I went to a camp, and I did pretty good at the camp, and I got a call from Johnson C. Smith University, and that's where I am now.
How was the transition from playing soccer to playing football? How does that help you in your everyday life?
Well, I think the transition from playing soccer to playing football showed me that just cause, you know, you can't do the one thing you want to do doesn't mean that you can't use what you got to do something else. I mean, I still love soccer, but I like football too. But I like soccer more than I like football. But since I can't play soccer in college at Johnson C. Smith University, then I kind of settled for football. But since I've been playing for so long, I've kind of fell in love with the sport of football.
Okay, I have another question. I mean, how was it different for? I mean, was it tough for you to make that transaction? Like, how was it? Like, was it easy for you to just say, "Hey, I want to play another sport," and just forget about that sport and just jump to a whole new subject, or did it take a lot of time?
Well, I mean, just as any other transition, you know, it's a little hard at first, but once I realized that kicking a football and kicking a soccer ball was basically the same thing, you know, it became easy to me. So yeah, it was hard at the beginning, but everything turned out well.
Well, that's good. Nice talking to you, man.
All right.
it up. Let's go. Let's